Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you all are doing well. I am tripping. So, I guess I've been hiding underneath a rock. Actually, I've been out in nature, I'm not even gonna lie. But I came in last night and just turned on YouTube and was kind of just scrolling. The Diddler mess. First of all, like I said, under a rock, I didn't even know the trial had started. I'm not even gonna lie. So I'm like, oh, the trial started, okay. And I'm looking at all of these. I think I saw like 3 or 4, maybe 20-minute videos last night. One of Cassie testifying, one of Monique testifying, one of 50 Cent testifying. The drama is real, but I have to say this. As I sat there watching all this, I only had one question. Just one, right? And that question was or is, actually it's 2 questions, I lied. First of all, one, do people really think that this is somehow shocking? Like, are people, I have to question whether a person is even actually a real person if this is somehow surprising to them. Like, we don't realize that we live in a world that is predominantly governed by people's incessant need to obtain power. And then what you have to do or give up to get the power and to retain the power. And I guess I'm just surprised that people are shocked by this, because I'm not. People just all, the entertainment industry is designed as such that the individuals that are the most recognizable, the most famous, those people, we don't put those people there. Let me put it to you like that. I guess some people would think, oh, it's the fans that, no. That's not how it works. Individuals are selected because they have a desire. And maybe along with that desire, they have a little talent. They have some good looks. They seem malleable, right? Something that you're able to work with, that you can change, that you can create and graft into what you want, right? You can't do that with everybody, because there are some individuals that are very solid in who they are, and they are not going to allow anyone to disrespect or not acknowledge who they are, right? And then you have other people that are so thirsty and so desperate for attention, for the attention of others, for the acknowledgement of others, for the acceptance of others, that they will do anything to be placed in a position of power, in that position, right? So back to my first question, how many people are really surprised? And then my second question, which I think is even more important is out of the billions of people on this planet, how many of them have a sound moral foundation and compass? And what I mean by that is you see, right? You use your senses, you have sight, you have hearing. You're using your sight and your hearing to absorb all this information about these people that the general public, for whatever reason, puts up on this pedestal. So now that they're on this pedestal and they're beginning to fall, where is your moral compass? Are you going to continue to listen to their music? Are you going to continue to go to the movie theaters or sit in the privacy of your own home and, press buy and purchase their latest movie? When you know that these people have allowed themselves to be taken over by entities, the entity of lust, the entity of power, the entity of greed, the entity of desire, the entity of whatever it is. When they've sold their souls and allowed themselves to be taken over, and all for the purpose, whether or not you want to accept it or not, all for the purpose of controlling you, right? Because that's what they're there for. They're there to control you. They're there to get your love, your money, your whatever. That's what they're put in positions of power for, to control the populations. So how many of you are going to continue to support these people when you know they have been involved in dastardly undermining, illegal activities? And I don't even think they've gotten to the point yet where they've talked about the minors that have been involved in this, outside of maybe Justin and Usher. Hashtag memes make it make sense. How many of you are willing to sit comfortably and continue to support them, continue to listen to their music, continue to watch their TV shows, continue to look at their movies? Because, honey, it's not just about the music industry. It's about the entertainment industry as a whole. So it affects every single aspect. Your favorite rappers, your favorite singers, your favorite producers, your favorite actors, your favorite actresses, your favorite stunt people, your favorite producers in film and TV. The entertainment business system is a cesspool. This is just the beginnings of cutting its shit down to form, right? But keep in mind, once it's cut down, it's going to have to be rebuilt. Are we going to allow it to be rebuilt with the same people that were involved in all of this dastardly bullshit? I would hope not. Like, when it's all said and done, from my perspective, honestly, we shouldn't see any names that we recognize in these industries anymore. You just shouldn't. If there is a person out there that is in the entertainment industry currently that is so high as far as being elevated, right, by the entities that be, I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought for a second. So if these people sit so high up, and all of this is like Jack and Jill tumbling down the hill, when it's all said and done, everyone that was at the top should be at the bottom now, right? Are you even going to be able to look at these people the same way? When you see a Diddy video come up, can you watch it? Because I'm going to tell you right now, I can't. Hell to the no. Can't watch that shit. Are you kidding? And if you have any moral compass, you shouldn't be able to watch it either. You should give them no more of your money, no more of your time, because time and money equal what? Your energy. And that's what they're doing. They're feeding off of your energy. If you're still looking at them and listening to them, honey, that's the devil's den. Now, you know, that's what they would say, right? Good and evil, blah, blah, blah. That's negativity. That's low frequency. Why would you want to participate and vibe down there in the cesspool? When you're in your car and, you know, you hear Usher come on, you should be, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I'm changing the station. I don't want to hear nothing related to him. What happened to him is a travesty. He was a child, but now he's a grown-ass man. And trust me when I tell you that he was bred to perpetrate the same things that were perpetrated upon him. He will now perpetrate upon others. That's how abuse works. If it's not reeled in and rectified and addressed, it just perpetrates because people don't heal. We haven't even, you know, touched upon the fact that there are so many people who haven't even, you know, we haven't heard from yet. Like, I would love to hear from Mary J. Blige. And I would love to hear from Beyonce, Destiny's Child. There are so many others. I mean, who else has been touched and tainted and has just been sitting, afraid to speak out? And if by some, you know, hand of God, this gets shown to anyone that was touched by any of this, I'm going to tell you right now that I'm praying for you, and you have my most deepest sympathies, because I can't imagine what you went through would be an experience that anyone would want to have. That being said, I know that a lot of you are probably scared to death and afraid, but I'm going to ask you to think about your fans. Think about the people who put you where you are. Right now, I'm not talking about the fans. I'm talking about the people that put you in the position that you're in. And I want you to realize how not all of you, but many of you have been used to the detriment of normal, regular society. If you have a story, I pray that you come forward. They say if you see something, say something. If you're mothers and fathers, I want you to think about your children. Yes, this could be very embarrassing. But the more of you that come forward and tell your story, in spite of the fear that you may be holding within, the more good you can do. Unless you are just completely effed up in the head, I can't imagine that you would want to see any child go through what you know some of your counterparts, maybe even yourself, has gone through. I'm not telling you what to do, but I implore you to think about it. Because at the end of the day, the only way this will get resolved is through healing. We have to learn to face the fear and face the pain and heal, right? Acknowledgement of what has happened is the first step in the healing process. You must first have the courage to speak your truth. If not for yourself, think about your children. If you don't have children, think about the world's children as a whole. Entered the age of Aquarius. We are now in the age, the beginnings of an enlightenment era. Why do you think all this shit is being laid to bear now? Because as it is always said, whatever occurs in the dark will always come to the light. And the only question that you should have right now is, what side are you going to be on? I think Jaguar Wright posed it best. Pick a side. What side are you going to be on? I believe Kat said something similar. This is not something that you're going to be able to run from. It's going to all come out in the wash. At the end of the day, what kind of person are you going to be as the entertainer? We give you our trust. To help put a smile on our face during dark times. To give us a song that will refresh and replenish our soul when we're suffering. Your role is to help heal humanity, not help it proceed to the depths of the cesspool that it has currently become. You know who you are. At the end of the day, what kind of person truly are you going to be? And for the fans, I include myself in that because I'm a fan too. We have a responsibility to demand the very best from the people that we entrust with our money and our time and our energy. That's our responsibility. We have to own that. And if they cannot live up to our high expectations of where they should be when they're providing us with music and entertainment and movies and TV, then we need to reevaluate our priorities. Yes, these people are placed in these positions, but the only reason why they stay there is because we feed them our energy. People say your health is your most important, the most important thing, right? Should be the most important thing. Some people say it's money, some people say it's other things. I say it's energy. There's nothing more important than your energy. When you give your energy to an energy vampire, they will take it and give you nothing of value in return. If you're giving your energy to someone who presents themselves one way, but you find out that there's something else, wouldn't you pull back your energy? We do that every day in relationships with regular folk. We found out a friend lied to us. We found out a lover cheated on us. What do? We pull back our energy. I'll be damned. I'm not the one, the two, or the three for you. Isn't that what we do? Why should it be deemed any different? Just because they have a little more money and a little fame. It's not any different. Equal give and take. If I can't trust you, I don't give a damn who you are. My energy, I promise you, you will not have. So as fans, that's our responsibility to make that determination. Because we change the world one person at a time. And like Michael Jackson said, I'm looking at the man in the mirror or the woman in the mirror and asking him or her to change their ways. Stop giving your energy to people who do not deserve it. Stop continuously putting these people up on pedestals that they should not be on. And while I'm thinking about that, let me say one more thing before I get out of here. The other thing that I just found out about that I didn't know was about the handbag issue with Hermes and Coach and all these handbags in China and all this BS. I said a long time ago, I'm not spending a bunch of money. Look, whether it's a Coach bag or a trash bag, it's going to carry shit just the same. Now, honestly, I own 2 Coach bags. Those are the only designer bags I've ever owned in my entire life because it's just not that important to me. I got the one because it's pink and it's cute and I like pink, and the other one was big so I could like put my MacBook and stuff and I can go and work wherever I want to go, and you know, I got it because of that and it was durable. But to find out that some of these bags are going for $35,000+ supposedly, but they're leaving, you know, China shores for $600 or $700. Guys, that's a scam. That's such a scam. Is it a scam for rich people? I don't know, because I think half the time rich people just get their bags for free. I mean, it could have been a scam for them. But more importantly, how many women will sit back and save money or use emergency money or savings or a whole paycheck or whatever just to go get this one bag? Do you see how little they think of you? You might as well just go ahead and get a magic marker and just write Susie Sausage Head. Just right here, Susie Sausage Head. Because that's how they think of you. Think about that. When I heard that, I was livid. That should make every woman walking the face of this planet angry as shit. If you own even one of them motherfuckers, you should be pissed off. This is what I'm talking about. So let's all work on getting our priorities in order, right? Let's get our priorities in order. Because I know that, there is some possibility of some food issues in the U.S. How many of you spent $1,000 or more on a handbag in the past month or two? Do you have enough food stocked up for an emergency, for a rainy day? Do you have children? That's what I'm talking about. Get it together. Let's all work on getting it together. Okay, that's all. There you have it. I have for you for today. I'm sending you lots of light and love, and always remember to live your life unapologetically. Till next time.